TunePocket.com.
Falcon fans, Falcon Nation, it is your boys, Dirty Fanatics United, checking back after a long 2 weeks. We are back and we're ready to talk some Falcon football. As always, I'm your host with the most, my co-host Philip. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing pretty blessed, having a good weekend so far.
Can't complain. It's been a busy 2 weeks for me, transitioning jobs and just being really busy. So we haven't really been able to be on the podcast much here lately. Dirty Birds, put us on a 2-win streak, Philip, 2-0, and then we go back to the bins against the Buccaneers and fall to the Bucs by, I believe, a field goal game. Philip, real quick before we dive into this Sunday's matchup, just give me how you're feeling about last week's game. What could we have done better? What stood out to you? Some key players that we lost that game. Just overall, your thoughts on last Sunday. What happened in the bins?
Overall, I think the game went well. We played a good game overall, and then I think it was second half. We had certain key players on defense, like Street that went out. A couple others. When that happened, it kind of killed the momentum on defense. But overall, I think we had a pretty decent game. Besides the 2 missed field goals as well. That kind of killed the game a little bit, and then some of the missed opportunities in the red zone. Instead of taking your 3, we could have easily scored a couple touchdowns, which would have been out of contested. We should have won that game.
Yeah, if you go back to last Sunday's game, you just look at how we performed as a team, man. The defense came out the gate, shut down all the way until the fourth quarter. Really, all you can ask out of a defense to hold. Not only that, but the 2 games before that, Philip, prior, we were holding defenses to field goals, no touchdown given up in 2 weeks, the longest active streak in the NFL this season. And you give up 2 to 3 touchdowns against the Buccaneers. And like I said, you held them to 12 points all the way until the fourth quarter. So, Philip, we got a defense, bro. We got a defense this year. Offense is still struggling. Still haven't found that next step for Desmond yet. Not too sure what's going on with that. Philip, that's a subject itself for today. But just my take on last week's game, I feel like coaching could have been a little better. Play calling could have been a little better. Play execution could have been a little better. There's just a lot that is wrong with this Dirty Bird offense right now. And it sucks because you're, week 14 now? Week 15, something like that in the NFL. And the seasons go by just like that. So if you're going to do it, you got to do it now. Philip, one of our subjects today is the NFC South playoff picture. And me and you, we chatted about it off the screen, and we chatted about it a little bit yesterday. Give me your take on what it's going to take to make the playoffs.
Well, from here on out, which is today, and then 2 more weeks, which is 3 games, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
4 games, my bad. Today and then 3 other games after this week, which is 4 games altogether. All it boils down to is we're just going to have to win. We're going to have to play as a team, bring out these last 4 games and with a W. And then as for like for the other teams in the wild card, certain things like that, we need, we could just, we'll see from there. Mm-hmm. As of right now, I'm pretty sure we're tiebreaker with the Packers, which we beat them. So I think we're bumped to 7th now since they lost on Monday night.
You should see a new playoff picture released shortly after today. Yeah, after tomorrow morning we'll have a new playoff list, and hopefully to see them Dirty Birds up there clinch.
But as of right now, we're in the wild card. I don't really know who would be playing right now,
Probably
but
the
it
Eagles.
would. But actually, I think it'd be the Cowboys since they took first. But and
Move
then
on.
also with the NFC South, uh, we'll just have to see whether Tampa loses. Same with the Saints. All we have to worry about is continue to win. That's all we need. That's all we need to do.
100%. Just put up the dub. Just get the W. Just make the playoff appearance that
Don't worry about nobody.
Falcon fans need so desperately right now. Just make the playoffs.
We
Give us
want to
something to
win
look.
the
Yeah,
division,
we
but if
want to
not,
win the division. We want to win a playoff game.
we'll still take
Just
this
make the
wild card.
appearance.
We'll
Yeah,
take this wild card spot and then go at it.
and continue to grow the following year. Philip, just like you said, your keys to making the playoffs, bro, you got to win. The Pansies 1-12 on the season. There should be no absolute reason other than the fact that they got a shitty field and it's raining today. There should be no absolute reason why we don't run the ball down their throat today.
Pops just talked about that a few minutes ago.
Sitting at first place in NFC South with the same exact record as we got. Don't really know how. I don't really know how they're above us right now. It's not a tiebreaker with the same record. Both of us splitting the wins in the division. I don't know how that is. Even though we're 3-1 in the division, we're still in second place. So you're exactly right. You got to win, and you got to do it now. The Packers go against a Green Bay Packers team. I mean, the Bucs go against the Green Bay Packers team that's thriving for a win right now. They just came off of a bad loss to the Giants. So that there alone, if we could just beat Carolina today and hope for the Bucs to fall to the Packers, because the Bucs don't have that great of a season, team wise of who they go up against. They don't have that great of an outlook. They got some pretty rough teams here to finish the season off. So the Falcons just have got to finish strong. This year is not over with, and Phil, we talked about it before. I think the NFC South division holders come to the last week of the NFL season in New Orleans against the Aints. Real quick, we'll hit the chat. We got a couple people in the chat. It's a new time schedule that we've done, Philip, so not many people is on right now. But for the ones that have tuned in, man, we greatly appreciate y'all. Be sure to hit that like, hit that share, hit that comment, and most importantly, if you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button. My boy Bubba Gump in the chat. I ain't seen Bubba in a minute. He's sending the emojis, man. It's game day, baby. Let's go. Rise up. Stormy Sapp in the chat. Shout out, Bubba. Happy Sunday. Rise up. Rise up. Let's get this dub. Philip, jumping on into it, man, our first subject for today. Seems like it's our subject for every week. Desmond Ridder. Desmond Ridder. Philip, your thoughts about Desmond Ridder? Is today a make it or break it game for Des, or is this a make it and break it game for the whole team? Coaching, player-wise, etc. What does today mean to this young quarterback and this young NFL team?
Today, I don't necessarily say it's a make it or break it game for him. Don't get me wrong, but for the team, it is as well. But which I guess you could say rely on him. But despite the losses and certain things that messes up, which normal quarterbacks do, I still see potential in him. I see good things out of him more than I do see some bad things, but what quarterback is perfect in this league? Let's just be honest.
The only one you could really even look at right now that's done anything outstanding this year is CJ Stroud.
Right. I can't.
But let's remind the fans that are watching this now or watching this later. CJ Stroud was a first-round draft pick for a reason. Desmond Ridder was a 3rd-round draft pick for a reason. Only quarterback, I believe, I may be wrong, so don't come at me in the comments, but I think the only quarterback that's ever came out in the 3rd round and started for a team and took his team to the Super Bowl was Russell Wilson. So Desmond's already against the odds. Not saying it can't be done. Like you said, Philip, there's definitely some good in Ridder. There's some potential there. It's just sometimes, man. Sometimes when he's scanning this field, I don't really know what he's seeing. And I'm not jumping on him because Terrence Mathis, a Falcon star, he was on a podcast with my good buddy Brandon. If you haven't already, check out Brandon's podcast. Man's doing it big over there, getting NFL superstars on the channel and all. But as he said, Philip, no matter who you have in that backfield, this is coming from a receiver now. This is coming from a guy that's played for the Dirty Birds, back in the day. He knows football. He knows the NFL. Nobody you put in that backfield that doesn't have their coaching to their strengths or a coach giving them plays to their strengths is not going to matter who you put back there. And shout out to Magic for coming on Brandon's podcast, man, and just doing such a good job over there, man. Them boys grew tremendously, Phil. I'm telling you, they got like a professional freaking ESPN network side over there now. So shout out to them boys. They're doing it big time. Real quick, we're going to check the comment section. Bubba Gump said, we make the playoffs, it'll probably be versus Philly or Dallas. Yep, exactly. Yeah. Superstar in the chat, Alberto said, morning, fellas. Bro, you're absolutely right about Russell Wilson. Shout out to Alberto, man. If you haven't already, please check out Alberto's channel, man. A great Falcons content creator. He's on Bleacher Report, doing big things over there in New York City. So shout out to Alberto for always repping them Dirty Birds. Bill.
Yes, sir.
So just to add on to the Ritter situation and what we're talking about here, I know it may be a little early to talk about this. There's still 3 to 4 games left in the season. Is Desmond Ritter your quarterback next season?
I mean, I'll be honest with you, I see it. I don't see us going after no quarterback this year. And in my opinion, that none of them suits our scheme, what we like. Whether some people think otherwise, if you go down and deep down and look at tape, none of them really fit what we got going on.
Been seeing a lot of rumors. You know how it gets around this time of the year, Philip. It's going to get even worse after the Super Bowl. But seeing a lot of rumors of Justin Fields being tagged to Atlanta. With that being said, the Bears do hold the number 1 pick because of the Carolina Panthers trading away their picks. Shout out to Carolina giving up the first round pick and going 1-12. But you look at that situation, Philip, and I know how you feel about Ritter, and I know how you feel about Justin Fields. But if you look at the situation, if Fields came to Atlanta, and I'm only talking about this because it's in a rumor, and it's not that we're linking Fields to Atlanta. But if Fields came to Atlanta, Philip, your thoughts on that? How would he fit in with the scheme? A lot of people say, Fields doesn't have the targets in Chicago and he's still putting up game-winning drives, blah, blah, blah. He does have DJ Moore, about his only receiver over that way. Philip, your thoughts, and be honest, you can say no, you can say hell no, whatever you want to say. But Justin Fields, Atlanta, your thoughts, fill me in.
Personally, here's my take on it. I don't like the idea because if this was the case, to me, he's never done anything spectacular. He don't get no votes just because he played at Georgia and then went to Ohio State. That don't matter to me. To me, it's the same progress that we're getting right now, the same progress we had last season. To me, it'd feel like another Mariota situation. I don't want that again. I'm just being honest. I don't want to see none of that. I'm tired of seeing nothing but legs on a quarterback. I want more than just legs on a quarterback.
Yeah, and that's what's so crazy about this league, bro. It just seems like every year the league just is getting closer and closer to those running quarterbacks. That's all you see coming out of college now. You look at Michael Penix Jr., Bo Nix is a pocket passer, but likes to run a little.
Because listen, guys,
Caleb Williams likes to scramble. There's only one Michael Vick. Only one in the 7 Michael Vick.
So, and the closest thing to him is Lamar, and he's doing his thing in Baltimore. There ain't no – I mean, it's rare.
Is that a move we should have made this offseason?
Definitely not, because then we wouldn't have this defense we have.
Facts. We would not have that defense. I mean, like I said, we preached about this in the offseason about how important it was to save the money and
when
to get a defense.
When I said it like that, I like Lamar. But to me, it wouldn't have been a smart move on our part. We wouldn't have the defense that we got.
So we talked a little bit about Ritter. We talked a little bit about the QB situation. Our next subject, Philip, is getting into the playoffs. I know we touched on it a little bit of how we would win or how we need to win to get in the playoffs. But Falcon fans, let me know. Does the Atlanta Falcons make the playoffs? 1 in the chat or drop a 2 in the chat for no. Please get at those. I know it's early, but let me know. 1 in the chat if you think the playoffs are in our reach, or 2 if you think it's just it's not going to happen this year. We pack up and try again next year. Philip, what do you think?
It could go either way. Personally, I think we can. I think we will make it. But on the other hand, it's according on how we play, certain play calling, certain decisions. That's all it boils down to. I mean, just being real, it boils down on certain decision making, how we play. and etc. But personally, I think we have the last 4 games that we got, which is including today. I think we can definitely do it. We can get the win and go to the playoffs. Next week's gonna be a tough one though.
Bubblegum in the chat with the one. Who do we have next week? The Colts.
We played the Indianapolis Colts.
The Colts on your birthday.
Oh my!
Philip and the Pops will be in the A for the Colts versus Falcon game. Like I said, if you haven't already met Philip, now's a chance to do so. Hit him up on Facebook, Instagram, whatever social media site you may be on. Hell, hit me up. I'll get a hold of him and tell him to meet y'all somewhere. But if you haven't already met Philip, man, be sure to check him out at Sunday's game against the Colts. He will be in the A with Pops, repping the Dirty Birds on his birthday. So shout out to the Dirty Birds. Hope we can get that dub not only this Sunday, but next Sunday to keep this train rolling. Philip, it's tough. It's tough to see your team go out there today and lose to the Carolina Panthers. You got to get the dub today, bro. It's a make it or break it game for me. I hate to say it that way. It's this late into the season. We were hoping, at the beginning of the season, at this point, we'd already have our playoff spot kind of locked in, kind of ready to go. But if you look at the playoffs picture from last night, the AFC is kind of locked in. Everybody's kind of got their spot in the AFC. But on the NFC side of things,
it's interesting.
You have nobody locked right now. Maybe the 49ers. They may have a spot locked. Philly's still trying to lock their spot. They locked their spot today with an ATL loss or tie. So we definitely need to win today to, just make them fight another week because they've been going on a rough patch past 2 weeks, actually. So, to win today, to keep them from clinching, to win today, to hopefully push us back on top of the NFC South is huge. Philip, your thoughts if we make it to the wild card and we face them Bucks in the first round?
Bring them on, baby. Bring them on. I'm not worried.
Baby. Redemption game. We need it.
I'm not worried. Bring them on. We could have won. We could have won last week. We can definitely do it.
Yeah, we should have won last week.
And we good, go, baby.
Real quick, man. Shout out to Bonfire. We got our little merch site going on over at Bonfire. If you haven't checked us out, man, please do so. Shout out to Deep Ruffin, repping us all the way in Hawaii. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you tagging us on that on Facebook. Anybody else that's bought merch, be sure to tag us on Facebook. We got some shirts. We got some hoodies. We got hats. Next to come will be sweatpants. Just give me a little while. Get some more of these sold out. And now we're gonna have a whole outfit over here for DFU. I hope I got some DFU coming under the tree this year in about a week or so. So be sure to check us out on Bonfire. Like I said, if you haven't already, season's about over with now. So I think, Philip, we're like 4 spots away from having 10 suppliers or 10 buyers. So if if we hit that 10 mark, whether it be in the off season or in the regular season, we're still going to do a giveaway. We're still going to give you a jersey of your choice. Just let us know what number you want, what size, and we'll get it out to you. Just ask our girl Kiki. We don't play when it comes to raffles. We're definitely not folding on you. If you buy, you're going to be entered into the raffle, and it will be live here on the channel. So if you haven't already, head over to Bonfire. Look, where else you gonna buy a hoodie for $35 and have the chance to win a $120 Atlanta Falcon jersey? Nowhere but here on DFU, man. Be sure to head over to Bonfire and check us out. Buy a hat, man. Buy a t-shirt. Buy something for your kid. Put the DFU on their back because we rep. Philip, man, it's been a good show, brother. Today, your keys to success to beating the Pansies. Give me your overall score, what you think the final will be. And we'll get ready to head on out of here. But go ahead.
The key to success is pounding that ball. And I'm not necessarily saying Bijan. Today is for the tough runners. Today is for the tough runners. For the mean runs, I need to see a little bit of CP and Tyler Algier today. I mean, we need the Joker. We need the Joker.
Philip, can you bring that in close to the screen? Show people what you got. Show them that fire merch that you just grabbed. The Joker, the one and only, the Joker, CP. So if anybody's got connects to Cordell Patterson, let my boy know so we can get the signature on there. Shout out to CP, the one and only. That bitch is fire, Philip. We go to training camp, you got to get it signed. You got to get a white Sharpie or something silver. That'd be dope. But Phil, as you said, man, you must run the ball today, and it doesn't have to be Bijan. You got Tyler Algier, somebody that seems to eat on the Panthers every year. We've seen him do it last year. Drake London, another fire
my
game for
boy.
Drake. I mean, I know it's raining,
My boy.
but like you said, Philip, you need the mean runs from CP. You need the Tyler Algier runs. Wear that defense down, wear them down, and then you turn Bijan loose on them. Is my perspective on that whole situation. But like I said, I'm not the coach of the Atlanta Falcons. Our perspective is, and coach, please call the right plays today, man. We need this win. We need this win so bad, coach. Trying to go 4-1 on the division. And Philip, I've heard interviews, bro. Derek Brown and the Panthers are looking to ruin our playoff chances. You know, they're already eliminated. So, you know, them boys still want to win.
Oh.
You know, them boys still want to get that dub over there on that side, because anytime you have the chance to keep another team, especially a division opponent, from playing in the playoffs is huge for them. So Atlanta must not go out there and lay on their back, because it can happen. It can happen.
It can happen.
You got to be ready. Philip, your score prediction for today's game. Remember, rainy day down in Charlotte, trash field.
I'm being humble today. You know what? I'm tired of being humble. I'm going to 21-6 game. Wait, this game
21-6, the first breakout game for the Dirty Bird.
This game should be not just some blowover since it due to rain and everything else, but if we play right, it should be a 21-6 game. And that's just facts.
Hey, man, y'all heard the boy. If the Dirty Birds do their job and execute correctly, Philip says we can go 21-6.
I hate the Panthers, bro. So if we lose today, I'm going to be pissed. I hate them.
If we lose today to a 1-12 team, Philip, I think the whole fan base would be pissed.
Are they 1-12 or 2-something?
1-12. They don't even have 2 wins, bro.
If we lose to another,
like my boy Bubba said in the chat,
I'm gonna be mad.
So, man, Philip, we talked about it, bro. It's a must-win game. You got to do it. You gotta give these fans something to be happy about. Something
bring this ball back.
Philip, some key pieces coming back to the defense side of the ball. Nate Lemon will be back today. Anamani will be back today. And like we've already said, you know, the defense produced. Is he out today? And in Streets out for indefinite. He's on IR. So, man, we hurt him there in the middle. We need somebody to step up big. I need to see some Timmy Horn, bro. I need to see some London. I do like London. I want to see some Timmy Horn, bro. I ain't seen him out there all year. And, you know, at one point, Philly, he was a big run blocker, run stopper. He was somebody that could bust through the line. And that's where, if you look at last week's game, that's where we really started to hurt on the defense side of the ball. Street went out with a pectoral injury, and it just seemed like they were able to run down our throat. So somebody's got to step up big there. Maybe with the Nate Lemon being in the middle of the field, that'll keep that run game zoned in, because you know as well as I do, bro, Nate Lemon's been balling. Straight up balling.
Get my boy a Pro Bowl.
You've got to give Nate Lemon another contract, and you possibly give him the starting position. Troy Anderson's got a lot to play for when he comes back. Not just a spot given back to him. So, Troy, we're rooting for you, dog, but Nate Lemon, keep balling, bro.
Or let's just run a three back set.
Good morning, y'all. Let's get this W. It feels like a must win. Can't lose to the Panthers, man. Come on. Facts. You cannot lose to the Panthers today. You got to go 4-1 on the division. I was hoping to get the division. Bubble Gump says 17-6, ugly weather, jump field, just win. Just win. You heard it here, Atlanta Falcon fans. We just want the dub. That's all we need. Just get the dub, man. Just get the dub. Me and Philip, bro, we appreciate everybody that's checked in with us. We're going to get ready to close this thing out. Something new we tried here on DFU, waking up with DFU, and I think it turned out pretty decent. DFU will be a lot more active coming up. We've been, like I said, we've had a lot going on the past 2 weeks, but we're back. We're back for good, and back on the train to 1,000 subscribers. If you haven't already, man, head over to YouTube. Please head over to YouTube. Hit the subscribe button. We're at 246 on the YouTube channel. Trying to hit the 250 mark before. I'd love to hit it before December's over with. So please get us to the 250 mark before December. If you got Falcon friends that don't know nothing about the channel, tell them about it. Send them my link. Send them my Facebook, man. We'll chat it up and gain some new subscribers, man. Like I said, we're on the road to 1K, and we can't get there without y'all. So shout out to y'all. Shout out to TDP Mojo in the chat. So what's going on, fellas? We need this win for real, for real.
Right.
For the people that haven't checked in on the live, if you're watching this after the live, be sure to head over to Bonfire, man. Check us out. Be sure to hit that like on YouTube, hit that share, leave a comment, and most definitely hit that like, because that there pushes us out to a broader audience and helps us get, noticed a little bit. So, Philip, with that being said, brother, any closing shout outs?
Shout out to the team. Shout out to Arthur. I need you to get the job done, big man. If not, you're going to be seeing me on Twitter.
Hey, y'all heard it, man. Philip said he's
I'm just kidding, man.
put a fingers on that ass if you don't get the dub today.
Smith, you better do the job, baby. Des, get it done. I don't care how, just do it. Don't care, right. Just do it. Just do it. Yeah.
Gotta have it, man. Gotta have it. Definitely gotta have it this week. Philip, I want to give a shout out to you, dog, for waking up at 9 and just doing this thing we love to do, talk about these dirty birds. Shout out to everybody that tuned in with us, anybody that left a comment, hit that like, hit that share. Or if you're a new subscriber, we greatly appreciate y'all. Like I said, send this podcast to a Falcon fan, a Falcon friend, family member that you're converting to a Falcon fan, whoever it may be. Send them DFU. Like I said, we do giveaways, always bring you Falcon content, and we're usually pretty steady with it. Just been on a little down here lately, but we back. We back and we live. So, Philip, thank you, sir. Real quick, my prediction for today, Falcons 28, them Pansies get 10. So Falcons get a dominant win, 28-10 over the Panthers in Carolina on that trash field. Philip, before we head out of here, man, I got one comment. Let me throw it up on the screen. Let's see. Kenny, Philip, I'm with you. Let's go. Shout out to Kenny, man. If you haven't already, Mr. Kenny, hit that subscribe button over on the YouTube channel, bro. We greatly appreciate it. Appreciate you for tuning in and leaving a comment, brother.
All right.
Philip, with that being said, dog, that's going to close it out for today, man. I greatly appreciate every Falcon fan, everybody on the Falcons team. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to the Joker. Hold that thing on one time, Philip. Shout out to the Joker. Shout out to Philip. Shout out to Pop. Shout out to Mom. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to my old lady. Shout out to the baby boy. Let's get this done today, man. Feeling good. Feel like it's going to be a W here for the Falcons. Philip, appreciate you, brother. A-Town down.